In the Motorsport Oval. Huckleberry in first, Moon in second, Comberg in third, Pasquale in fourth, the rookie of Oakville in fifth, and Puffin in sixth, so we are underway here. 35 laps around this treacherous oval track, which is very known for its how narrow it is, as well as its tire wear. Some drivers may even have to pit twice, but if you want to win, you're going to have to time it perfectly to where you can get that one pit stop. Huckleberry takes the lead coming into lap 1. Got some pretty intense action going on in the middle of the pack, but Huckleberry and Comberg have cleared from the rest. Here is the view from, if we go to the rookie of Fusa Oppsal, who came out of short track routes back in Norway, qualified in 5th and is doing pretty decent so far. He's one of the 3 drivers yet to finish somewhere in the top 10 this season. But if him and his pit crew can keep it up, that can be all but extinct. Huckleberry, Kromberg, and Pasquale. But the battle for 5th can be pretty intense here between Baker and Moon. Baker into the outside. Is he going to pull off the move here? Here comes Moon. Is he going to pull it off? And it looks like he will. Moon, who started in second, might make the move on Baker. If not on this one, then surely on the next turn. He's got the advantage, or maybe he's just saving tires. Looks like the 31 is slower in, but Baker is faster going out. Meanwhile, we have a very good battle for the last spot in the top 10. Morrison Jr. and Oppsal, who are Volkswagen teammates. It looks like Noonan's looking to make a move on Davenport. Almost 1/3 of the way here. Now is Noonan going to try to make a move on Davenport here? We saw back in Brazil that Johnson pulled a bump and run on Davenport to win it. But it looks like Davenport's got more defense this time. Looks like Kromberg has actually caught up to Huckleberry a little. The gap is now less than a second. All of the Volkswagen teammates are in the top 10. The gap has been reduced by 0.2 of a second. Kromberg is faster. And Kromberg does have the fastest lap of the race so far with a 24 flat. Meanwhile, it's going to have a battle for 4th here between the 4 and the 44. Cars seem to be decently single file for now, but here is Rada side by side with the 57 of Harrell. It looks like here in lap 17, Buckworth Huckleberry has pitted. That might be a little bit too early, but we will see what happens. He is currently a lap down. Nobody else is pitting yet. Oh, never mind. Right when I say that, Pasquale is coming into pit. Huckleberry is staying out. A lot of cars are pitting. You know, some cars are even... It's not front stretch and back stretch. The front stretch has 2 rows. Here comes Oppsal to pit. Who's going to be the first to come out of pit road? Everybody is taking 4 tires just because of how much wear there is. Kromberg is into the pits. The 4 tires are done. Kromberg and Pasquale made contact. It looks like Oppsal's going to be the first out of there. Fantastic from the rookie pit crew. Oppsal's the first to get out of that group, but how about the next? Followed by Baker, Davenport, Hopkins, and Ross. He will be the second rookie, along with Brown, to lead a lap so far. But if Baker doesn't catch up, he's going to be the first rookie to win a race. And that is the last thing anybody expected, really. Opsal works his way around Yankovic. Pasquale's damage put him in the back a little. Looks like the rest of the cars are making their pit stops. Guy and Connell are out. Back to the main attraction here. It is Fusa Opsal, who I believe is in the lead. Coming into lap 21. It is actually the 53 of Huckleberry because he pitted so early. But is he going to be able to hold that? He has an 8.5 second lead over Opsal, but is he going to be able to hang on to it? He is dealing with a bunch of lap traffic. Lap 27, the gap has been reduced to 7.5 seconds. Opsal is getting closer. Pasquale is the last car on the lead lap. Actually, no, every car is on the lead lap. Wait, no, that is actually the fastest lap. If you look here, yes, it's the 31 of Moon that is the last car on the lead lap. The 65 of Stevenson, and these are all the cars who are probably out of the race due to damage. Stevenson, Nine, Guy, and Cottle, Falcon Star, and Rada. The gap has been reduced by 1/10 of a second, but Buckworth might have to pit here. If he's this aggressive now, how is he going to hold for the last 3 laps? And I think his pit crew's telling him that he's going to have to come in and pit or else he's going to blow a tire and ruin his race. The second best car is Fusa Opsal, followed by Nick Baker and Dustin Morrison Jr. 3 Volkswagen cars taking up the top 4. Here is Hucken to the inside. In between 2 lapped cars of Moon and Fontaine. He's still holding on for now. I think unless he blows a tire, he's going to be able to hold on for these next few laps. You see here, there is the 53, and way over there is the 19 of Opsal. It's going to be 4 laps to go this time around, and I think did Huckleberry blow a tire? Yes, he did. He's going to have to come into pit. But is he going to beat Opsal? That's the question. I think he blew a tire, has a malfunction, because of that he has to pit twice. But that's going to let his teammate Fusa Opsal take the lead. 3 to go. And now the only car standing in his way is his other Volkswagen teammate of Dustin Morrison Jr. Some drivers are having blown tires already. They were not able to hold it on for the 1 lap. It has been all the Volkswagen cars so far. They were top 3 until Buck had to pit. I don't think Huck is a lap down, but we'll see where he fell back to. The 53 has fallen back to 10th. He is still in the top 10 despite having to pit, I believe. Yeah, the 53 is still on the lead lap, surprisingly. But let's get back to the main attraction here. It is Fusa Opsal, a driver who hasn't even finished in the top 10 yet. Is just 2 laps away from winning his first career race here in Ontario. Morrison Jr. is 1.6 seconds behind. If Opsal blows a tire, that will let Morrison Jr. to get an advantage. But Yankovic is slow traffic, and it could end the day here. 1 lap to go for Fusa Opsal to pull off undoubtedly the biggest upset of the season so far. And now look at that, Huckleberry's now the last car on the lead lap. A 1/4 of a mile to go, but for Fusa Opsal, a very big underdog story indeed. He is going to go from not even getting a single top 10 so far to winning here in Ontario. Morrison Jr. in 2nd, Baker in 3rd, Davenport in 1st, Kronberg in 5th. How about that?